Charlie, your team has 11 players on the center of the field. Why didn't you take Trent?
Was Chedu chosen before?
This is fixed.
Jack went to Matty and said, if you don't take Gerrard, I'll let you take Van Dijk. Now he goes to Charlie and says, if you don't take Gerrard, I'll let you take someone. What's going on here?
Fuming.
And we will see you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the LFC Transfer Room YouTube channel and the inaugural LFC NFL style draft. Today, I'm joined by 4 competitors who have to pick from a whole database of players to create their perfect 11, perfect manager, and perfect 3 subs. I'm joined with Jack Edwards in the top left, Charlie Webb, José Chedu Diaz, and Matty Orm.
The champ.
Well, there is no. You're not certified. This is the first one, mate. I don't know how you're the champ.
I just like to start as the champ, Chris.
So, we're going to do some rules explaining first off. So each person has to pick their first 11 players. We have already drawn an order, so we'll go through that. They have to pick their 11 players and manager first in no particular order. They all have to be like in a reasonable formation, you know, just because it's going to get voted on Instagram. Then they're going to pick their 3 super subs, so they can be at any position at all. And then there's going to be a twist at the end, but I haven't actually told these fellows. We've got the videos coming up now of how the boys think they're going to play it, so we'll play them now.
All right, so I'm drafting first overall. I'm going to take Steven Gerrard. Very easy pick. Best player, Liverpool Premier League history. After that, really, it's kind of just going to be value players in every spot between rounds 2 and maybe 5. So whoever is kind of slipped kind of far, like Michael Owen, I need to take a left back pretty early as well because there's only Robertson, John Arne Reese. So that's probably how I'm going to prioritize the first few rounds. And after that, then start drafting based on need. But Gerrard makes things quite flexible and quite easy.
Guys, this is my tactics breakdown, what I'm going to be choosing for the LFC Transfer Room draft. I'm not going to lie, I haven't really. There's a lot of players that I'm quite happy to go with. So I've sort of just picked a few players that I definitely want. One is either Steven Gerrard or Luis Suarez. I'm second pick, so if Jack doesn't choose Gerrard, then I'll get Suarez. If he doesn't choose Suarez, I'll get Gerrard. Doesn't choose either, I get my own pick, so we're chilling. But yeah, apart from that, I'm not really. I think I'm just going to go for a very attacking team, try and get as many as my favourite players in. And I'm going to try and get Djibril Cissé. Hopefully I can get him, just because he was my favourite player as a kid. So yeah, that's what I'm going for.
The long-awaited draft. It was about time. We've been playing this for a long time, and it's something that I've really been looking forward to. And Chris asked me to make a video talking about my tactics, what I have planned for the draft and all of that. I'm going into it, actually, I have here on my phone, quite a list. I have like 4 options for every position, 3 or 4 options for every position. Because I want to make it, and I want to make a good team. I think for my first pick, I'm going to pick probably Van Dijk or Sami Hyypiä if I can, because looking at things, I think the weakest position is the defenders. So for midfielders, Gerrard would have been a good option, but I mean, there's still a lot of other great options in midfield, same in attack. So I think I'm more focused on getting that big defender in first, and from then just work around. Manager-wise, looking at Gerard Houllier. I can't speak, but you know who I'm talking about. Or Jurgen Klopp, probably one of the two. But we'll see how it goes. I'm planning to play a 4-3-3. Make a 4-3-3 team. I think that's my idea for this draft. But yeah, can't wait. Let's see who's next.
So, as we're just about to get into this, Jack, how are you feeling, mate? Are you excited? Are you feeling that you're going to be victorious today?
You know, it's a bit of pressure going first overall. I have to lead things off, but I'm excited. I've been thinking about this a lot. I'm a bit of a nerd with the drafts. And as the American here, I'm very excited that the NFL is finally beginning to take over the Premier League.
Us Americans will win again.
I can't wait for your hate in the comments, Jack. Charlie, quietly confident, Charles.
No, not really. I'm obviously don't do NFL really. I just so yeah, I'm not a big fan of drafts or anything, but I'm just gonna go stupidly, like memory wise, and hope for the best.
Yeah, Chedu, I'm guessing your team will be fully for vibes.
Well, first of all, as half American, I do not support anything that Jack said. So yeah. Secondly, I'm like NFL draft. Not too sure about it. The only draft I know about is the overdraft in my bank account. But in terms of my team, I'm gonna go half serious. I'm gonna go half memes, half vibes. Got a few players that will be quite good. And let's be honest, if anyone's gonna win, it's me because I've got the vibes.
Yeah, Matty, are you confident? You look confident, and you did say you were the champ.
Do you know what? I'm confident somewhat because I'm realistic. I know what pick I've got, not the best pick, so I know I'm not going to get the best players. I've already seen that Jack's already taken his first pick. We can all see it, and it's sad. That's what I'm going to say before we announce this to viewers. It's sad because it's the one player who we all wanted. So I'm not confident, but I'm here to win it.
Absolutely. So as we have already seen the order, Jack will be taking the first pick, Charlie will be having the second, Chedu the third, and Matty the fourth. It will be going in reverse order. We will be taking breaks to analyse the teams as well. So yeah, and see how they're shaping up. So boys, are we ready to rumble?
I am.
Ready?
See.
Easy work.
So with pick number 1, Jack Edwards. You have 30 seconds, starting now.
This is, as Matty already mentioned, I have already picked, and it's going to be the player that I fell in love with, my favorite athlete of all time, the one and only. Let me write his name real quick so I can, I don't know, give it the proper, I don't know what the word is.
Presentation?
I'm taking Stevie. Steven
Gerrard is the first pick in the draft. As
You know
probably...
what? You didn't even let one of the 2 lads from Highton have Steven Gerrard. It's sad.
Look, it is a bit disrespectful of me, but I'm here to win again. I'm here to win. I'm not here to be nice. I'm here to take the best player. And I think Stevie's the best player.
Pick number 2 in the first round, Charlie Webb. You have 30 seconds.
I was debating between Gerrard and this player, but I've went for the main man himself, person who probably made me fall in love with Liverpool the most, the vampire himself,
Luis Suarez. It's a great pick. Lots of striking options in the database, which we will show you before the video, but lots of striking options there. José Chedu Diaz. I'm going to keep calling you this, mate. Cheduardo. What's your pick? Your 30 seconds start now.
As I said, I have an overdraft in my bank account, so realistically, don't have the budget to buy a whiteboard as this guys. But I had the pick in my mind. Even if I got the first pick, it was never going to be Steven Gerrard. I'm going to pick Virgil van Dijk.
Virgil van Dijk. Matty is fuming.
Matty in the mud.
Matty is fuming in the corner. But it's your pick next, Matty lad. And your time starts now.
Right, so I thought that it was going to go position by position, so this changes things for me. I'm going to pick a midfielder who cemented my love with midfielders in the beautiful game, and that's Xabi Alonso.
Oh, it's an interesting first pick from Matty Orm. Xabi Alonso, the Sauce Meister himself, goes straight into your midfield. So, yeah. Matty, as that's the first round over, the order does reverse. So, you are up first in round numero dos. Here we go. Your time starts now.
Sami Hyypiä, done.
That was quick. So Matty has chosen Sami Hyypiä. Make sure you're making a note of your teams, boys, by the way. So Sami Hyypiä is picked by Matty as the next one.
He's the
Chedu.
best option other than Van Dijk.
There we go. Chedu, your second pick. Your 30 seconds start now.
You know, I've been debating in my head what my second pick is, especially since Chris made a really good point before starting, and it's that right back and left back, not really many good options. There's also an option as striker, which I would really love, but for now, I'm going to say Trent Alexander-Arnold.
So there we go. Trent Alexander-Arnold. It is a very, very good pick, I think. Fullbacks are a key position in modern football, so having a world-class one, the best one in the world, may be an advantage to you, Chedu, in the vote. Numero 3. Charlie, your second pick. Your time starts now.
Not gonna lie, Cheddars just stole my pick. I had it wrote down and everything, so that's a bit of a bummer. But I am gonna go with another person who really made me love Liverpool again. These two, probably two people, honestly. I'm gonna go with the main man himself, Fernando Torres.
Fernando Torres. They were bought to play together when Suarez signed, but Torres unfortunately didn't play with him, apart from in that charity match, if you guys remember that. But yeah,
I'll be
Suarez.
honest, I was debating between Torres and Trent. But I said, there's more options at striker. While right back, not much, so I had to go for Trent.
Games are won and lost in midfield, Chedu, not up front.
I have my plans, don't you worry.
So finally, we're back onto round 2. The final pick, Jack Edwards. Your time starts now.
This is a really tough one. I have back-to-back, so I can really kind of cement the spine of my squad. But I got to wait 6 picks after that. I don't know if there's a proper order between these two that I want to take. But I'm going to try and shore up the defense. 500 Premier League appearances for Liverpool. I'm going to take Jamie Carragher.
Jamie Carragher. I tell you what, that's a cracking pick, mate. Do love a bit of Carra. Maybe not his punditry, but definitely his defending. Your pick again, as you said, mate. Your time starts now.
And I think Matty's just gonna hate me. Like, I think he's just gonna purely hate me. I'm gonna take all-time leading scorer in the Premier League for Liverpool, Robbie Fowler.
Robbie Fowler. Matty, look at him getting fuming. He's fuming over there in the bottom corner. So, round number 3.
I didn't realise I had to wait so long for my next pick.
I know, mate. It's ABBA, isn't it? It's ABBA. Okay, so your third pick, Charlie. Your time starts now.
I've ditched the whiteboard, it's too big. So I've been debating over this. I've got 2 players in mind, but I'm going to choose the big man himself, Alisson Becker.
Ooh, the first goalkeeper pick in the squad, and it goes to Charlie. He's gone with Alisson. Chedu, it's your turn next, mate. Your third pick is now.
At this point, I'm thinking, do I go for vibes or do I actually try to make this a serious good team? And I'm debating between 3 players right now, 2 strikers and a midfielder. But you know what? I'll go for it. I'll go for Felipe Coutinho.
Ooh, Felipe Coutinho is a very, very saucy pick. Of course, left for Barcelona, but he could be slotted into a front 3 or into a midfield 3. So who knows? It's versatile with your teams, boys. And finally, the last pick of round 3 before we have our first break is Matty Orm. Your time starts now.
So I've got 2 back-to-back picks, so I'm going to try and improve the team in some aspects. I'm going to go with John Barnes.
John Barnes is a very, very saucy pick. Another one you could put in either the front 3 or the midfield 3. So there we go. That is the end of round 3. So boys, let's have a look at how your teams are shaping up. Jack, remind us of your 3.
So I've taken Steven Gerrard, Jamie Carragher, and Robbie Fowler.
A scouse spine, shall we say? It's looking quite nice. Charlie?
Yeah, I've taken Alisson Becker, Fernando Torres, and Luis Suarez. My plan was sort of to go out all attacking, so I think I'm just going to stick to that plan and hope for the best.
Definitely. And it's pretty saucy. But no Scousers, though. Chedu, remind us of your 3.
Got the big man, Virgil van Dijk, Trent, and Coutinho. No one's gonna beat me, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, and Matty, your 3.
I've went for a bit of nostalgia. I've got Sami Hyypiä, who was the best before Virgil van Dijk we've ever seen. Xavi Alonso, who was arguably one of the best midfielders to ever play the beautiful game. And John Barnes, who I don't think anyone's hit his heights since Sadio Mane. So, yeah, I'm quite happy.
It's all looking very, very nice. So we'll move on to round number 4. Matty, you get to start us off in this draft. So your time starts now.
I'm gonna go for I think I'm gonna go for a left back because there's not many better than Andy Robertson in world football, so I'm gonna choose him.
There you go, Braveheart, Scottish Andy Robertson, your first modern day player, really, Matty. That's nice to see. So Chedu, you're the second pick in round 4. And your time starts now.
Well, I'm between 2 here, actually 3. But I'm playing this tactically. And I know sooner or later he's going to be picked. So I'm going to go for Steve McManaman.
Oh, Steve McManaman. That's a very nice pick, mate. Very nice indeed. Again, another one you could put in either midfield or attack. So Chedu's going for versatility. We like to see it. Charlie, you're up next. Your time.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Go on, mate.
Chedu keeps stealing me picks. I was about to pick McManaman.
So, Charlie, your time starts now.
That threw me off. I'm gonna go with the main man himself, Jordan Henderson.
It's a nice pick. It's your first midfield pick for Charlie. So, Jordan Henderson. Will you be the captain of the team? You also get to decide that also in your 6. So who knows? And finally, Jack, to conclude round number 4, you can see him working away on his spreadsheet there. Okay, so your time starts now.
I'm stunned. The guy I'm about to say, I did not think was going to be around for my second pick. I don't know what you boys are doing. Like, what pick is this? This is pick 16. 16. Saying there are 15 players in Liverpool history, Premier League history, better than Mohamed Salah.
He's going to go for Mo Salah.
I'm taking Mo Salah.
Correct. Wow.
I was torn between Salah when I picked Robertson, but I thought if I don't get Robertson now, I've got to wait too long for my next pick. I'd never get a good left back. So
boys are insane.
I was about to say Salah instead of McManaman, but I knew that McManaman was not going to be there by my next pick, so I had to risk it.
So there we go, boys. You now into round number 5, and Jack is the man to start us off. Your time starts now.
This is another tough one. I really haven't thought this far ahead. Like, there are a lot of guys that I like around, but I just want to confirm, Chris, I can take a manager.
You can, yep.
I'm going to be taking the only, Jurgen Klopp.
So there we go. The first manager pick is taken. So well done, Jack. That is your 5th pick. Okay, next up, Charlie. Your 5th pick. Your time starts now.
I haven't really thought this through. I'm sort of just looking at players and just going off on a hope. There's not many centre backs there, so I'm gonna go with Danny Agger.
Oh, it's an interesting one. A very interesting one. Just signed John Flanagan as well. In his a man who's not actually in this list. So yeah, Daniel Agger, very, very, very solid pick. Chedu, you're up next, mate. Pick number 5. Your time starts now.
I'm between 2 right now, and since the other one hasn't been picked yet, I'm crossing my fingers that he's not going to be picked until my next one, which is soon. So for now, I'll say John Risa.
Oh, John Hannah Risa.
Need that left back.
You do. Firepower at Old Trafford and against Man United in other games as well.
Jack's in the mud right now.
Oh, okay. So, Matty, to conclude this round, your time starts now.
Right. With managers, can it be any manager?
It can be. No, it has to be the ones on the list, mate.
Where are they on the list? I can't see.
It's Klopp, Rodgers, Evans, Houllier, Hodgson, and Dalglish.
I'm going to pick Kenny Dalglish.
Okay, so Kenny Dalglish is the manager for Matty's team, and that concludes round number 5. And we may as well stay with you, Matty, because you have now round number 6. Your time starts now.
I'm going to pick Pepe Reina. It was a tough one between Pepe Reina and Jerzy Dudek. However, Dudek wasn't the best for us, bar that magical night in Istanbul, where Pepe Reina, for the start of his Liverpool career, was phenomenal. So, Pepe Reina for me.
Pepe Reina is picked. Well done, mate. So, round number 6, Chedu, your pick. I wonder if the man you wanted has been picked. Your time starts now.
He hasn't been picked yet, and I know us as Liverpool fans absolutely hate him. He's a snake, but he's also one of the, one of the best strikers to ever play in the Premier League. Won the Ballon d'Or. Went to Man United, but I'm picking Michael Owen.
The man who I was named after. Middle name.
That man would never be in my team, ever.
Charlie. Charlie, you're up next. Your time starts now.
I feel like this is harder than I thought. I'm gonna go. Rafa Benitez isn't there, is he?
Oh, he should have been actually.
Oh no, I'm gonna go Gerard Houllier then. Treble winning team. I'll just choose him.
Gerard Houllier. Very nice pick, mate. Very nice pick indeed. Okay, Jack, to conclude round number 6 and to go into our next break. You're up, mate.
This is a tough one. Really tough one. So I have Jurgen as a manager. I only have 4 players. This is one that I think I'm just going to take because I just want to sort that part of my squad out. And I want a bit more time to think on the other one. I'm going to take... I'm going to take Sadio Mane.
Oh, just in time. 29 seconds. No. Sadio Mane has been taken by Jack, and that gets us to the next break. Okay, so Jack, your picks after 6, what have you got for us?
So I've got Steven Gerrard, Jamie Carragher, Robbie Fowler, Mo Salah, Jurgen Klopp, and then I just took Sadio Mane.
I've got Alisson Becker, Danny Agger, Jordan Henderson, Luis Suarez, Fernando Torres, and Gerard Houllier.
Well, so far I've got Trent, Van Dijk, Reece, Coutinho, McManaman, and Michael Owen. As much as it hurts me to say that I have Michael Owen in my team.
I'm quite happy considering I had 4th pick. I've got Reina, Sammy Ippier, Andy Robbo, Xavi Alonso, John Barnes, and the king manager me, Kenny Dalglish.
Lovely. Okay, so moving on to round number 7. Jackie boy, you're up first.
This is a tough one. I'm really torn between 2 players here. One, a player who's left us, another player who is currently with us. It's a really tough one. I'm not going to take the other one. I won't reveal his name. I'm taking Fabinho.
Oh, it's a nice holding midfielder.
Just signed a new contract.
Exactly.
Just at the time of recording, just signed a new contract. Charlie, you're up next. Fabinho's just been taken. Your time starts now, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to take a similar-ish player to Fabinho, maybe a bit more, used to lash out a bit more, but I'm going to go for Javier Mascherano.
Oh, no.
The best midfield in the world. And I believe only one of them's left. Chedu. You are up next, and your time starts now.
I was between Mascherano and this player, so now honestly, I'm just gonna have to sort out the keeper. So I'm gonna go for Jerzy Dudek.
Jerzy Dudek is picked. That miracle night in Istanbul, Jerzy Dudek. Love to see it. Matty, you're up next, mate. You sounded gutted when Mascherano was picked.
Yeah, he was going to be my next pick.
Well, your time starts now. You have to find someone else.
I I'm going to go Lucas Leiva in that holding role. He is arguably one of the best holding midfielders in Serie A since his move to Lazio. He was phenomenal for us in his latter days at Liverpool, and I'll always love him for his unlucky. So,
Love that. Lucas picked for Matty. So there we go. And Matty, you have got the honour of picking once again. And your time starts now.
Jack, you reeled off a big speech about how we got so many picks and we hadn't picked Salah. I'm amazed that on pick number 29, I am able to say this man's name, considering how absolutely fantastic he was for us during his time here. Daniel Sturridge.
Oh, Daniel Sturridge. That's a very, very nice pick. Vibing in Mallorca at the moment. But he's now vibing in Matty Orm's team. Chedu, you're up next, mate. Time starts now.
I'm so torn between these two because I have a feeling that if I don't pick one, the other's going to be gone by my next turn. But you know what Matty said. Games are won in midfield. So, I'm fuming. I was going to take Mascherano. Then I was going to take Lucas Leiva. So for now, even though he hasn't been with us for a long time, I think it's easy to say that he's one of, if not the best midfielder in the world at the moment. Center midfielder in the world at the moment, and it's Thiago.
Time's up. Just about in time. Just about in time.
Calculated.
Ooh, Thiago Alcantara is taken. Lucky boy, otherwise you'd have had to skip a pick and you'd be playing with 10 men. Or you'd be without a substitute, so we'll see. Charlie, you're up next, mate. Time starts now.
This is where I'm debating what formation to go. So I think I'm just going to go full send, honestly, and just hope for the best. So I'm going to go for the main man who drinks sangria, Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia has been picked. Love to see that. Scored some very important goals for Liverpool, of course, including the ghost goal, which I've actually got a signed picture of, but not here at home. But just wanted to mention that.
Sorry, for editing purposes, who did he just take?
Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia. All right.
So, Jack, to conclude round number 8, your time starts now.
I wonder if it was a mistake picking Fabinho over Mascherano. I might have been. I'm regretting that one a bit. I have a few areas of my squad I want to sort out. With this one, I'm going to make a bit of a... I'm going to take the one that I really want. To sort out my left back, I'm going to take Jose Enrique.
Oh, Jose Enrique, the walking Liverpool fan account, has been taken by Jack. And Jack, you got another pick, mate. So I'll count you in 3, 2, 1, and your time has started.
This is another tough one. I don't know where I want to sort out next. I think a guy from a similar era. I'm gonna take Glenn Johnson.
Glenn Johnson, we love to see it. So he's been picked by Jack. Johnson and Enrique played obviously together quite well, quite often. So there we go in the banter eras of Liverpool. So yeah. Next up, Charlie Webb. Your time starts now.
Yeah, so Jack's pick sort of forces me hand. So I'm just going to do it. Why not? I'm going to go for someone who paired with Daniel Agger. Maybe not the best, but, I love the pair, so why not? Both are absolutely crazy psychopaths. I'm going to go with Martin Skirtle.
Oh, Skirtle. Scored actually my all-time favourite Liverpool goal against Manchester City in the 4-1 win. I don't know why I love the goal so much. It's just so funny how he just goes and celebrates. Chedu, you're up next, mate. In round number 9.
So happy he hasn't been picked yet. So yeah, it's only going to be one man for me, and it's Dirk Kuyt.
Dirk Kuyt? Blimey. We love to see it. Chedu's gone for a very offensive team, shall we say. So, Dirk Kuyt is gone. Matty, to conclude round number 9, your time starts now.
I am going to go with... oh my god, I don't even know. I'm gonna go with Martin Skirtle.
He's already been taken.
He's not being highlighted. Charlie, I hate you. I'm going to go with Joel Matip because when he's fit, he's on the... In fact, no, I'll change that. Joe Gomez, sorry.
We'll give you,
He's flapping.
just in time, Joe Gomez has been taken.
You made 3 picks there.
Just in time. Just in time. If you were out of time, I have just got the rules written down here, then the boys would have collectively decided your pick for you. So, lucky. Just in time. So, Matty, round number 10. Going full send now for the last 3 picks. Your time starts now.
I am going to go with Diogo Jota.
Oh, Diogo Jota's been taken. Only been with Liverpool for a season. And again, a very, very good signing he's been. Chedu. His head is in his hands again.
I was gonna go for Jota, but
Well, there we go. Your time starts now, mate.
God damn it. You know what? It's time for vibes. I'm gonna take the greatest defender to ever play the game, the one and only Lord Clapham.
Okay. Okay, Chedu. All right.
Chedu, there was so many other centre backs available. There was Joel Matip.
I know, but Lord Clapham.
Charlie, round number 10. Your time starts now.
Well, I'm going to take the person who Chedu should have picked, Joel Matip.
Well, there we go.
I will not stand Clapham slander here.
Joel Matip has been taken. So, Jack, to conclude round number 10, your time starts now.
I'm stunned this guy's still here. I was going to go 4-3-3, but this guy is so good, he changes the way I want to play. I'm taking Bobby Firmino.
Yeah, I was going to mention. Well, I was going to mention it at the end if none of you had taken him. I mean,
I fully forgot Firmino wasn't taken yet. I would have taken him.
Well, there we go. So, round number 11. Just 2 picks left for everyone now. It's time. You have to do your teams. You have to sort yourselves out. Get your formation sorted. So, Jackie boy, you're up first. Ready?
So, does Ibrahima Konate even count? Like, he hasn't played a professional match for Liverpool.
He's still in the database, mate.
So, is it based on on like their peak for Liverpool, or
It's just on their peak as a footballer, or for Liverpool, yeah, mostly. But he's played 2 games.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I really need a center back. My only 2 spots to fill out are center back and goalkeeper, and everyone else is taking a goalkeeper. So I can just wait for my last one. So I'm taking a center back here, and I think Konate is better than any other option. So I'm going to take Ibrahima Konate.
Well, there we go. Such a shame Jared Bowen isn't on the list, but Konate is. So there we go. Charlie, your second to last pick, your penultimate pick. Your time starts now.
I think I've put myself in a bit of a pickle here, but we move. I'm gonna go with, for the vibes, Momo Sissoko. Why not?
Momo Sissoko has been taken. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it. So, Chedu, you're up next. Your penultimate pick, mate.
I am in the mud right now. I need a left winger because I'm doing a 4-3-3. So my plan was to play Coutinho in midfield. I'm gonna play him as a left winger, and I'm gonna take Gini Wijnaldum.
Okay. Apparent Liverpool legend Gini Wijnaldum. So yeah, he's in Chedu's team. And finally, in the penultimate picks, Matty, you're up. Your time starts now.
Right, for the first one, I am going to pick Luis Garcia.
He's already taken.
Jack, will you bloody black these out, mate?
My bad.
You've Curtis Jones. I need a Scouser in my team, and obviously, I've got to back CJ.
Curtis Jones has been taken by Matty, like we wouldn't be able to predict that before. Okay.
Charlie does.
What? Charlie's got it, yeah. Charlie's cock blocked you twice.
I know. So
All right. And on to the final round then. So we need, one more player / manager everyone needs. So, Matty, you are at first. Your time starts now.
this is quite an easy one, I think, for me, because I just need to double check. You've actually got Razor Ruddock in the wrong bracket, Chris. But I'm going to take Steve. I'm going to take Steve Finnan. He's the most underrated right back to ever play for Liverpool Football Club, in my opinion. There's so much disrespect on his name, and he was class for us consistently for years. So Steve Finnan for me.
Steve Finnan, taken by Matty. Chedu, your final pick, mate. Your time starts now.
Could you remind me the managers?
Okay, so the managers you got left are Brendan Rodgers, Roy Evans, and Roy Hodgson.
I'm going to go for Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers taken, one of the two managers on there to come second for Liverpool. So Brendan Rodgers has been taken by Chedu. Your final pick, mate. Your time starts now.
This is a very tough one for me because I can go one or two ways. And I'm not too sure because there's not many players left. But I think I'm going to go for Gary McAllister.
Ooh, that's a nice saucy little pick, mate. Gary McAllister, Steven Gerrard's assistant at Rangers, and scored an absolute worldie against Everton. Finally, the final pick, Jack, of the first section, and it's on you, mate. Time starts now.
Yeah, basically, I was the fourth thing, a goalkeeper, so I have to take the scraps. I'm gonna take David James, 13th in Premier League appearances for Liverpool. He won't be perfect, but he'll be the last pick for me, I guess.
There we go. So David James has been taken for Jack as the final pick. So before we get into our super subs, we're going to go round the block. So we'll start with Matty. Take us through your team and your formation.
So I have went 4-1-2-1-2, and I've got Pepe Reina, Steve Finnan at right back with Joe Gomez and Sammy Ipia as my centre halves, Andy Robertson as my left back. I've got Lucas Leiva holding with Xavi Alonso and Curtis Jones with the Scouse flag in the midfield, and then I've got John Barnes behind Daniel Sturridge and Diogo Jota, and my manager is the king himself, Kenny Dalglish.
It's very nice. Chedu, your team, your formation, team, and manager, please, mate.
Well, I'll say it now. Said it at the start. I'll say it as many times as I want. The best team here right now. I went for the classic 4-3-3. I got Dudek in goal, Trent right back, Van Dijk and Lord Klavan as my two defenders. Riise as a left back, Wijnaldum, McManaman, and Thiago in midfield, and up top I have Coutinho, Dirk Kuyt, and Michael Owen. And my manager is Brendan Rodgers.
Like it. Charlie, your formation, team, and manager, please.
Yeah, so we're sort of just making it up the whole way. But I've went 4-3-4. Sorry, I've went 3-4-3. I've got Alisson in goal with Joel Matty, Daniel Agger, and Martin Skrtel as centre back. Then I've got a midfield four of Jordan Henderson, Mascherano, Gary McAllister, and Momo Sissoko. And then up front, I've got Luis Suarez, Fernando Torres, and Luis Garcia with Gerard Houllier managing.
I wonder who's playing on the right and left of that midfield.
I thought that. I'm with Chedu, who's playing on the right and left up front.
Okay, and finally, Jack, your team, your first team.
I mean, Chedu, my team's just flat out better than yours. I'm playing 4-2-3-1. In net, I have David James. Right back, Glenn Johnson. Then center back duo of Ibrahima Konate and Jamie Carragher. Left back, Jose Enrique. Midfield pivot of Fabinho and Steven Gerrard. I have Mohamed Salah, Roberto Firmino, Sadio Mane behind Robbie Fowler.
That front four is going to be saucy, but now...
But you're underutilising Steven Gerrard because he was well more effective.
Look, am I underutilizing him? He's literally going to get 20 assists a season if he has those four ahead of him. He's just pinging passes forward.
Okay, so you get 3 super subs. It can be any position. But your time starts now, Jack.
We've had a bit of time since the since the last pick there, and I have been told that my defensive areas are a bit weak. This guy, I cannot believe that he is fallen to 49, but he's the ultimate fixer in any position. I'm taking James Milner.
Oh, there we go. That's a good start for a super sub. Jack, I like it. Charlie, you're up next. Your super sub number 1. Start now.
Okay, I'm going to go with probably one of my favourite players after Luis Suarez. Adam, first player I really remember loving at Liverpool. The main man himself, Jibril Cisse.
Jibril Cisse. I love to see it. Love to see it. Scored a penalty at Istanbul, if I remember.
Yeah.
Rightly. So yeah, Chedu, I could see your disappointment when Jack picked James Milner.
I was gonna go for Milner, honestly, but
Your time starts now.
now, as you know, a new age genius, I'd say in the music industry and the boxing industry as well, said I'm gonna go for Emil Heskey, the Chuck Norris of football.
We love to see it. Underrated footballer because of the memeage, by the way. Over 100 Premier League goals, Emil Heskey. And actually the second top Premier League scorer without penalties.
There you go.
Sorry, did he just say Heskey?
Yeah.
Yes, the Chuck Norris of football. Yes.
Sad.
Okay. Matty, you're up next.
Well, I'm going to be looking at what's left. There isn't much. But I'm going to go with a player who I really loved during his time at Liverpool. And he wasn't unbelievable, but I really, really loved him. And it's Peter Crouch.
Peter Crouch, we loved. And a very good bench option, shall we say.
Yeah.
Definitely a different option to bring on in the second half. And Matty, it's you once again for your second bench pick.
I can't believe it's got this far down and he hasn't been picked, but I'm going to take a defensive cover. He is the funniest man in football, in my opinion, Neil Razor Ruddock.
Razor Ruddock, we love to see it. I can't believe
He was class.
He was decent, to be fair. Did score twice against Man United. Chedu, you're up next. Your second bench pick.
I'm gonna go for a player that when he was good, he was good. He had one good season where we could say that he was the best player in the squad. Towards the end, maybe not the best, but gonna go for Adam Lallana.
Adam Lallana, again, good multi-positional cover for you on the bench. Charlie, your second bench pick, mate.
I'm not too sure with this one. I think I'm just gonna get him. I don't know. I'm gonna go Didier Man.
Didier Man, the man who changed the game at Istanbul. So very nice. I think Matty might have wanted him.
Yeah, I wanted him.
Oh, there we go, Jackie boy. Your second bench pick. Your time starts now.
So I'm gonna say I have 2 back-to-back. So these are my last 2 picks. I'm gonna take a guy that I told my dad. I was asking about this last night. I loved him in like FIFA 10 or something like that. David Ngog, because his name would be D and then Ngog, and I would just say Dinagog every time.
Jack, he was so bad.
Jack,
Yeah.
be careful. Be careful on how you pronounce things, Jack. Jack, that could have gone very badly. I heard something I didn't want to. I didn't want to hear.
Me as a kid was really ready to get myself canceled. It was. Yeah, but no, I for the personal memories, I don't care if he's terrible. He's off the bench. Look, he's behind Fowler, Firmino, Salah, and Mane. He's not going to be touching the field that
To be
much.
fair, that is like Salah, Mane, and Firmino's cover at the moment. It's sort of like with David and Gog. To be fair, we could do with David and Gog now.
True.
We've got our very own version in 2020. But we'll move on. Your final bench pick, Jack. Your time starts now.
I'm gonna take a defensive guy. I think Milner could play right back as a backup. I'm gonna think I could play left back, be a bit more, attacking than Enrique. I'm gonna take Fabio Aurelio.
Nice. Fabio Aurelio, Old Trafford free kick. We all remember him so fondly for. Charlie, your final bench pick. Your time starts now.
Yeah, well, Jack has just stole my final pick, so that's fun. I don't really know what I'm going to go with, honestly. Do you know what? Whatever. I'm just going to go with it. The super sub himself, Divock Origi.
Divock Origi, 2020's answer to David and Gog. And it is Divock Origi. But he has achieved a lot more than him. So we will say that. Chedu, your final bench pick. Your time starts now.
I was about to say Karius for the vibes, but I'm going to say someone else for the vibes. And it is the one and only Kolo Toure. Kolo Toure. Put him in my team.
Kolo Toure is very decent defensive cover. Was quite good in the Europa League final that we lost 3-1 to Sevilla.
That doesn't matter.
So, Matty Orm, the final pick of the draft. And it is your final bench player. Your time starts now.
Well, one of my favourite areas of supporting Liverpool Football Club was when I first started to understand football and get into it. And that was in 2001. And my favourite player in that team, there was loads of superstars, but Jari Litmanen was someone who I absolutely adored at Liverpool Football Club. So Jari Litmanen's my pick. I wish he stayed longer. I loved him. Won all 5 trophies with us, so he's a successful option.
Jari Litmanen is the final pick. So there we go. So, boys, you have got your teams and your benches, but now it's time for it to be scrambled up. I hope you are prepared for the Super Steel round.
What?
So,
what now?
So, gentlemen, here is the rules. Each of you can steal one player from a player of your choice. Once stolen, that player cannot be stolen by anyone else, but you do have to trade one of your players for him. Okay? So it's technically a super trade. So
Am I allowed to not consent to a trade?
No,
I reckon
consent.
does fourth go first because I had the last pick the whole way around. Do I get to go first?
It will be a random draw to see who goes first. Okay.
Get out of here.
So this is the Super Steel round. I'm just going to get the wheel up.
Kiss goodbye to Stevie G, Jackie boy.
What?
you know whoever gets first is taking him.
So this is for the first pick, and you can't pick it yet. You have to wait until all have been spun. Okay. First pick in the Super Steel round is...
Yes! Yes!
Chedu is the first pick.
He's picked Batman and he's getting the first pick in this round.
Okay.
Yes!
Second pick is... Jack. Hello. Okay.
I'm going to get fourth both times. This is fixed.
Never mind.
Matty gets third, and Charlie will be fourth. Ladies and gentlemen, so let me just reiterate the rules. You can steal any player from any team you want. Okay? You have to trade one of your players for that said player. Okay? And that should, to be nice, please make it in the same position, just so the team isn't completely messed up. Okay?
Jack's wounded. Once
a player is stolen, they cannot be stolen by anybody else. So, the first pick goes to Jose Chedu Diaz. Whose player...
Think about who you took first before you decide.
I already know who I'm gonna take. I already have in my mind who's gonna join my team. So no matter what you say, it's not changing my mind.
Okay. So, Chedu, whose team are you going to be stealing from?
Well, I could make Charlie cry and take Luis Suarez or Torres, but I won't do that. It's funny because Matty said whoever's first is gonna take Gerrard. Funny enough, I am not gonna take Steven Gerrard. I like my midfield as it is. But there is one position in my team that I could make a lot better by changing the player out. And you know what? By choosing this, because Matty has the third pick, it's also gonna make him happy. But I'm gonna take Sami Hyypiä, and I'm gonna give him Kolo Toure.
So, okay, boys, make sure to make a note of that on your screens. So,
Boys, I need to let my girlfriend in. I'll be like 1 second. I've locked her up.
You're good.
Lights are out.
Matty, can we make a bit of a deal here? You don't take Gerrard, and I'll let you have Van Dijk from Chedu.
Yeah.
Okay. I just need to
Thought he was actually gonna take. I thought I was gonna take Gerrard. Okay. Interesting choice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So pick number 2 goes to Mr. Jack Edwards. Before you tell us who you are going to be picking, which team do they belong to?
Charlie, can we make a bit of a discussion here? You don't take Gerrard, and I let you have someone from Chedu's team. You cool with that?
Wait, what's going on here? What's going? Okay.
I won't take Gerrard. I won't
Okay.
take.
Wait.
I'll take one of Chedu's players.
Wait, before we keep going, right? For the viewers at home, before there was a point where things were cut. Jack went to Matty and said, "If you don't take Gerrard, I'll let you take Van Dijk." Now he goes to Charlie and says, "If you don't take Gerrard, I'll let you take someone." What's going on here?
So, do you want Trent? Do you want Trent, Charlie?
Not really, no.
This is the end of the discussion. You will have to pick a player in the next 10 seconds.
Problem. I'm gonna take from Chedu. I'm gonna take John. You have John, right? I'm gonna take John on Reese. I'm gonna give you Jose Enrique.
You know what?
Okay.
That's not too bad.
Could be far worse. Could be far worse.
Yeah, it could be far worse. I'm
Matty?
good with that.
Live up to your word.
Matty, Gerrard.
Okay. Pick number 3.
Gerrard.
It's
We're
Matty
talking
Orm.
about Gerrard here.
Whose team
Right.
are you going to be picking from?
I gave you the chance to take Gerrard.
I'll be honest, Chedu. I was gonna take Gerrard, but then you took Sami Hyypiä off me, so you can have Kolo Touré back, and I'm taking Virgil.
There we go. Okay, Virgil. Oh wait, no, you can't. Oh wait, no, you have. Has he not been stolen? He's not been stolen, has he? Oh, there we go. Virgil van Dijk, as with his owner, as of course is named as his dog.
Jack, I hate you. I genuinely want you to know that I genuinely have hatred for you inside
If you
my heart.
wouldn't have took Sami Hyypiä, Chedu, I honestly was taking Stevie G for Curtis Jones, but you took Sammy off me, so you left me no option.
Charlie, you
Guys,
should
Charlie,
before we keep going, guys, keep in mind, Matty had the chance to take Gerrard, but he didn't take him. So anything he says about Gerrard from now on is just not true.
Charlie Webb, your final decision in this draft. Whose team are you going to be taking it from?
You need width.
I've got a lot of decisions, haven't I? I'm sorry, Jack, but I've got to take Stevie G.
Yes, Charlie! Yes! Yes! Screw you, Jack!
What are you doing?
Screw you, Jack!
And who are you going to be trading him for?
I need your defensive mid in that case.
I might be sort of nice here, but I'm not.
No, give him your worst midfielder.
I've got 4 decent midfielders here.
The worst
you
one.
can have Momo Sissoko.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Okay, so there we go. That is the end of the Super Steel round and just shaking things up quite nicely. So these teams will be going on Twitter and Instagram.
Can I just point out that Chedu went from Hyypiä or Van Dijk and Torre to Hyypiä and Torre?
Wrong. Hyypiä and Klavan. I don't know what you're talking about. Klavan's my starter.
But you have 3 center backs?
No. Torres is my sub.
Oh, okay. My bad.
There we go. So these teams will be going on Instagram and Twitter, so make sure to go and vote for them. Which one's your favourite? But firstly, Jack, take us through your starting 11, your subs, your manager, and your captain, shall we say? Or you can do that another time. Forget the captain.
Look, I'm just heated that you had this dumb super steal thing. My first pick was Gerrard, and there's no point in the first pick. Anyways, so I have a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. It flexes between the two. I have David James in net. I have Glenn Johnson at right back. I have Ibrahima Konate and Jamie Carragher at center back. I took John Arne Reese from Chedu. My midfield 2 went from Gerrard and Fabinho to Momo Sissoko and Fabinho, which, you know what, I'm actually happy with that. Like, I'm not happy with the downgrade, but I'm okay with that because it means that my front 4 of Salah, Firmino, Mane, and Fowler are going to be better supported by 2 defensive mids. Some more cover, I guess. My bench players are James Milner, D. Ingog, Fabio Aurelio, and my manager is Jurgen Klopp. So I think I'm pretty happy even after being stolen of Gerrard. So as happy as I could be losing my favorite player, I think I am.
We're going to go to Chedu next. Tell us your team, your bench, and your manager, please.
Oh, my team.
Yeah.
In goal, I have Dudek. Right back, Trent. Right center back, I have Hipia. It's fine. Like the second best option in defense, honestly. I'm quite happy with him. I got Lord Clavan next to him. Really happy with that as well. I mean, the best defender to ever play the game. I am disappointed that Van Dijk got taken. But I saw that coming, which is why I went for Hipia, because I knew that sooner or later one of them was going to take Van Dijk. Left back, Enrique. I had Reese, and honestly, I'm not too, yeah, it's a downgrade, but I'm fine with it, honestly. But I'm glad that I still got Wijnaldum, McManaman, Thiago, Coutinho, Cow, and Michael Owen up top. My captain for the team, I'm going to say it now because vibes. Trent, my boy. And as for the subs, we have Emil Heskey, the Chuck Norris of football. We got Kolo Toure, who came back to me, as he always does. And Adam Lallana as well. And for my manager, we got the big man, Brendan Rodgers himself.
Matty, you're next. Take us through your team, your bench, and your manager.
I am ecstatic with your little twist at the end, Chris. You've made me nice.
Yeah, screw you, Chris.
I've got Pepe Reina in goal. I've got the most underrated right back to ever play for Liverpool and Steve Finn at right back. I've got the best partnership who's won us the Champions League and Premier League in Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk. And then left back, I've got the flying Scotsman, Andy Robertson, flying. Holding midfield, I've gone for Lucas, made up with that. To be honest, solid option with Xavi Alonso and Curtis Jones in front of him, bringing the Scouse options to the team. Xavi Alonso, for me, the reason I didn't take Steven Gerrard is because Xavi Alonso in his prime arguably is as good as Steven Gerrard. And then I've got John Barnes behind Daniel Sturridge and Diogo Jota, with Razor Ruddock, Peter Crouch and Yari Littman on the bench. Managed by, in my opinion, the best manager in Liverpool history by Jurgen Klopp, in modern history with Kenny Dalglish, and my captain has got to be the main man to rub it in a little bit more, Virgil van Dijk.
Charlie, finally.
Yeah, so I've went with a little 3-4-3. In goal, I've got the big man himself, Alisson Becker, probably will go down as the best keeper in Liverpool Premier League history, at least probably when his career is finished. And I've got a back three of Joel Matty, Daniel Agger and Martin Skrtel. Pretty scary back three, two of them are psychopaths, so that's nice. And then for my midfield four, I'm just going to let them sort of roam around and do what they want. I've got Jordan Henderson, Steven Gerrard, Mascherano and Gary McAllister. So that's my midfield four. And then up front, probably the best up front striker on the whole draft. Probably what's going to win me this, if I'm being honest. I've got Luis Suarez, Fernando Torres and Luis Garcia. Three players I'm sure everyone would love to see play together. And then as my manager, I've got the treble winner manager himself, Gerard Houllier. And for my captain, I've got quite a lot of choices for captain. Quite a few being Liverpool captain, but I'm going to go for the main man himself, Steven Gerrard, as the captain.
Excellent. And who have you got on the bench?
Oh, yeah. On the bench, I have Didi Hamann, Djibril Cissé, and Divock Origi.
Well,
there we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys. Jack is looking.
Before we go, just want to say me and Jack are vibing with, because we're the only man. We're the ones who've only got managers who've won the Premier League.
Exactly. And second of all, Charlie, your team has 11 players on the center of the field. Why didn't you take Trent?
I did, but Chedu chose him before.
You have three strikers and four center mids. You have three center backs, four center mids, and three strikers.
Yeah, Jordan Henderson and
Henderson and Gerrard can roam.
Gerrard can play on the wings.
You're sticking. Okay, you went from me playing Gerrard on midfield pivot and making fun of me, and he's playing on
crying,
left.
Jack.
Steven Gerrard on the right.
I've took Steven Gerrard, mate.
England used to do that to Steven Gerrard, and it was painful. Please don't play Steven Gerrard on the right.
He lived round the corner from me pretty much, so I've got to take him.
Exactly, boys. So, congratulations to whoever the winner will be. We'll put the poll out and see what happens. But yeah, thank you very much, boys, for joining me, and thank you very much for watching. I'm sure it's going to be one of the most entertaining videos on the channel so far. Definitely, just looking at Jack's face, he's just fuming. He's not having. This is added to the Jack meme bank.
I took Steven Gerrard first overall, and you took him.
I'm angry at this decision to make that swap. Honestly,
Chris, we're all angry at you. You unite us in anger.
Chris,
no, shut up, Jack. You tried to put everyone against me. What are you talking about?
Chris, I absolutely love you because I thought I had absolutely no chance of getting Virgil van Dijk. And he's there. Next to Joe Gomez as well. Next to Joe Gomez.
Amazing. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to LFCTR.
Fuming.
And we will see you.